with part two. I wanted to say the last time, it was another funny part. I want to say this to these brothers. Have you ever got caught in the bed with a girl? And that's the same thing to the sisters too. When you got caught in the bed with a boy. Excuse me, because it happened. And I think to me the funniest part what happened to me, it was back when I think I was a freshman. I was a freshman in high school, and at the time, black communities was real tight. We had it was just black community. Every block you went on, every street you went on, it was black, 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 black. You had black stores, you had the barbershops, you had the barbecue joints, you had the soul food shacks, you had record shops, because we didn't call them record stores. Back then, back in the 70s, in the early 80s, we called them record shops, because that's what they was. And, we had those there. But at the time, I met this girl named Deetra. And she was coming out of candy store because if you notice in the black community that we had candy stores. They would sell candy before we went to school. They would sell candy and stuff when we get out of school. It wasn't no pedophile shit. It was just, people, making money. And at the time, we would buy like the Boston baked beans. We would buy lemon heads, Chico sticks, and if you bought like Snickers and a bag of Doritos, that means you was doing things. You had it. Or the honey buns, the cakes and stuff. You had the honey buns, and at the time before Little Debbie's, you had the packs. You had 2 oatmeal pies, or you had the strawberry, or you had the lemon, or what have you. So anyway, make the long story short, I met this girl named Deetra. And back in, I would say in, I think it was in 86 or 87. She came out, she was chocolate. She had coal black hair. And at that time, she had some biker shorts on. She had, those black biker shorts on. So, I was at my homeboy house, Marlon. And, so I came across the street, I talked to him, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, that. And so, we talked for a while, we talked like for 2 weeks or something like that, almost going 3 weeks. It'd be like from 9 o'clock to all the way like 1 in the morning, till I had to like go to school. I had to we had to cut each other short. So when that time came, she said, come over. So, I came over there and, I knocked on the window. And I think it was her uncle. Now, before I get onto this part right here, it's always happened to us. It's like, when we meet a girl, we think she's here for good, but in reality, she's from out of town. She just visiting. So anyway, I think her uncle or somebody, he was on the shit. He was smoking that shit. He was smoking them rocks. I knocked on the window. He looked at me. He next window. So I knocked on the window and shit. So, she came out. No, she didn't come out, but she all right, I'm go around. I'm going to let you in. So, I went around the corner and shit. And so I went to the driveway. Because I'm going to tell you one thing about the Southwest. Las Vegas, Phoenix, and LA, because LA is on the West Coast, that's Los Angeles, California. But they got the same, damn near the same structure of the housing, neighborhoods, projects, and the streets are just the same. Wide streets, palm trees, evergreen trees. That's how LA, Phoenix and Las Vegas, the same thing. They got the same structure. So anyway, so you know they had like a doorway on the driveway. So I went to the driveway, and so she opened the door and let me in, and so she grabbed my hand. When a girl let you inside their place, you know what I mean. They at that time when you young, they were like grab you by the hand. So she said, "Go in the closet for a minute. Go in the closet." So I went in the closet. So I'm like sitting in the closet. I'm surrounded by dolls. I'm surrounded by those shoes called jelly beans. If you don't know what jelly beans is, I mean, if you grew up like in the early 80s, like I did, or some of our brothers and sisters that, you know, lived in a lifetime, jelly beans were like sandals, but they were like rubberish plastic like. So I'm like dolls and jelly beans and shit like that. So, you know, I'm like, what now? I'm sitting in this motherfucking closet, and she's sitting there watching Twilight Zone and shit like that. So she come back in there, she said, all right, they're almost in bed, You want some French fries? I'm like, hell no, I don't want no motherfucking French fries. I was like, fuck, give me a cup of them. So I ate a cup of them, whatever. So, at the time, we thinking that, you know, whoever, you know, in that house, they went to bed, so she let me out. So, you know, I get out, you know, so I'm like kissing all on her, you know, petting the cat, you know, rubbing the cat, you know. So, you know, we get in the bed, at that time, you know, I put my pants down to my knees. So, you know, we fucking. And, you know, I hit a nut. And this is one brother, this is a brother's down. Any man's downfall, put it like this, no matter what color you is. It's a man's downfall. When you go to sleep, you hit a nut, you fall asleep. That will get you caught up. So anyway, I sit there and hit a nut. I sit there and fell asleep. And, you know, when you sleep, when you got your eyes closed, you can tell there's some reason you can see a light cut on when your eyes closed. So, you know, my eyes closed, now I see a light cut on. and the funny thing about it, when girls when we get caught, girls, they so quicker. She was so quick, she snatched the cover, and her aunt, her grandmother, whatever, she walked in there, she said, Who the fuck is you? Motherfucker, who is you? I'm like, look. And when she said Robert, when I heard the name Robert, I sit there and like pulled my pants up. And I hear she said, I'm sorry. She said, I'm sorry. I said, fuck that shit. I ran. And the thing is that the room is right here. And the hallway is right here. So I got up, I sit there and I ran towards the hallway. It was like a horror movie. I think she had like a knife. She had something in her hand. Because, you know, when you run, you turn around and look, you know what I mean? So I ran, I tried to like open the locks and shit. Some reason I made it out that motherfucker. I ran and I was like a running back. Soon she tried to come behind me. I like jumped her and shit. I seen her, she like hit the fan. I ran my ass off. And that's like the last time I ever seen that girl. You know what I mean? So, just like I said, you know, and I got some more funny shit, but I'm not gonna get into further details. But just like I said, brothers and sisters, you know, we gotta like start talking about some funny shit. I want to hear some of y'all funny shit, you know what I mean? I want to hear some of y'all funny shit. The people that I'm subbed to and the people that subbed to me, I want to hear something funny. I mean, I want to hear y'all. I want to hear some of y'all funny shit too. And I think, you know, that will kind of like cool shit down, you know, from the this battle, whatever we going on. So I want y'all to like, I want to hear some funny stuff from y'all. I know y'all got some funny shit in y'all past too, you know. And I want y'all to share it with Leo, you know what I mean? That's another way of a substance, another prime example that we can really get together. We know who's true, we know who's fake. We see it every day. That's no surprise to me. You know, you got hateful people, you got gays, you know, you got all these trolls. But I say fuck these trolls, fuck all these people that's trying to start shit. Let's talk about some funny shit right now. And it's like I said right now, I'm on my cell phone. I know y'all motherfuckers got some cell phone. You know, let's do some videos. Let's have a good time. Fuck all the dumb shit. Leo 1, I'm out. Peace. One love.